No. Oh. Thank you. Am I supposed to lead him or is he leading me? Woo! Congratulations! It looks like we're following a couple of men into a dark alley. Good morning from Ahmedabad. As always, we'll show you this incredible property towards the end of this video, but for now, we need to buy outfits for a wedding. For a wedding, we go to a wedding tomorrow.
Wedding tomorrow,
Yeah.
you wedding tomorrow, your dress.
Yes.
Yo, okay.
Dalgarwad market.
Dalgarwad market.
It's good?
I'm here good. Very cheaper.
Okay.
Only for you and this one.
And all three.
Also.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Lullaby. Lullaby! And he is our rickshaw driver today. And we've also enlisted him to help us with finding some wedding outfits. So we originally came down to Ahmedabad for some sightseeing and as our first stop in Gujarat before we head further afield. But we found out that by coincidence, our good friend ASIM from Mumbai and his whole family are going to be in town the same time for a wedding, and we've been invited. I looked up a market that said it was good for wedding attire and asked to go there. I don't know if that's where we are. We're just following Lala and hoping he leads us to some beautiful outfits. This looks to be a good area, but it's like 9:30 on a Saturday, so I think maybe we're just a bit early. I see a lot of signs for dresses. What? Oh. Children first. Wow.
Wedding special dress.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, hey, so beautiful.
Whoa. That'd be great.
Wow. I think it's nice. Does it fit? Yeah. Right? Yeah.
You want me to do those up?
Do you like it? What do you think?
Hey, is it getting the hazy thumbs up?
Can you dance in it?
No, other might not use that.
After you did. It's beautiful. He loves it. He looks so good, Hayes. That was easy.
Kidna?
400. Small size.
Sign says 200. They're claiming the big size is 400. Honestly, this is so much easier than anything I expected that I'm happy to pay $5 for Hayes' first Indian wedding outfit.
So you buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one more.
Yeah, buy one, get one. No? Okay, and here, YouTube. Subscribe.
Okay, sir. Heavy subscribe.
Subscribe. And discount. We get discount.
Next time.
Yeah?
Next time.
Next time.
No 300, 450.
450.
Yes, sir.
Stephanie, it's gonna be a lot harder.
Ready to Shamir hai.
Yep.
Feels like we're getting closer.
You work here?
Only one pink dress.
Maybe not pink, but those look lovely. Not open yet. I think we may go do some sightseeing until these places open. As for how we met Lala, last night we ate at Agashi at House of MG, which is a very famous restaurant to get typical Gujarati thali. It was incredible.
I think we've had 25 dishes tonight. I'm stuffed.
They also have a cafe there that has like a little playroom for kids in the back called Gamat. So Hayes was in heaven. It was a lovely first evening in Ahmedabad, and then the hotel actually recommended Lala and his rickshaw if we wanted a driver for sightseeing the next day. So we told him to show up at 9 o'clock and he thought he was taking us on a big sightseeing tour, and then we were like, first we need wedding outfits. But I think he's enjoying the challenge. We were headed to the stepwell, but we drove by the men's shop and it's now open. So Pete is up next.
Turn me into a star.
This is more of a tailor's, so I'm not really looking to get anything like specifically made.
Oh, spiral staircase.
Well done, well done.
Here we go. Oh, here we go.
We messed up. We weren't clear that he just wants like a kurta pajama, not whatever these stores were in, which I think are just like normal suits.
Okay.
Back where we started.
Oh, sorry.
On a bit of a budget here, so. But this is still beautiful. Feels a little bit like crepe paper.
But it's great when you sweat.
Yeah, it's just thinking that. Oh, not for the YouTubes. Brings out the colour of my eyes, doesn't it?
I hope that I'm conveying just how much fun Pete is having. He loves this. We got 2 out of 3 wedding outfits, so we've earned some sightseeing, and this is Sri Swaminarayan Temple. Now we have an ice cream break, key in a day full of shopping when you're dragging your 3-year-old along in India. We're at another stepwell, and I thought the Bundi stepwell was spectacular, but this one's more beautiful. It looks like you're looking at like a wall of mirrors, doesn't it? Pete? Like, doesn't that look like it's mirrors? Like you're inside an MC Escher painting. It's really cool. I don't even know if this is the most famous one in Ahmedabad.
This is my favourite one so far. I really like this one.
It's a couple hours later and we're back at, I forgot the name of this market, Dalgarwad, and it's like a totally different place. It's so busy now. Allah is the man in this neighborhood who just walks by and everybody goes, la la bye!
Mommy, I like it.
Okay, like that.
I can't wear
Oh,
this.
wow.
How much is this one? Too much glitter. I hate this. Second thought, we're gonna try the sparkles.
Mirror.
What do you do with this? I can't wear this. This one?
Which one?
You picked you and that one?
Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's not finished. I need ready-made.
No.
No ready-made. Oh. I'm waiting
Oh.
for this one. I hate this so. I hate shopping like in my own country. This is. I'm so uncomfortable.
Another top, another.
Ready-made?
Yeah.
No. It's okay for a wedding?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Velvet number, that's like
It's like a rug.
Yeah.
No.
Where do you want this bottom?
But too much.
Plazo.
I want to spend maximum 1,500.
1500.
Max.
Okay. What if you will wear one or twice?
Once.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's why you want under 1500.
Yeah.
Same material.
Hey, which one do you like? It's a Muslim wedding. I have to cover. Been so many people. How did you do that? When we lived here 10 years ago and I wore stuff like that, my colleagues would call me a DD, and I think I like fully blossomed into full-blown old woman. Right? Like there's no passing as young now. Got 3 wedding outfits now, and just around the corner is a famous samosa shop called Bara Samosa. It's 100 years old, and it evidently is famous for both samosa with meat, non-veg, and these little like meat kebab things.
Really good.
Good morning. It is the morning of the wedding today. So we're taking it easy because it's going to be a long evening. And one thing I've realized is that when you get to stay at so many wonderful Indian heritage properties, which is, I'm very grateful, but it's sometimes hard to get motivated to go sightsee because they're so lovely. So while we're chilling out, I wanted to show you where we're staying because it is one of the most unique properties I think we've ever stayed in India. It's called the French Haveli, and it's an old Gujarati heritage home here right in the heart of Ahmedabad Old City, which I think is the first UNESCO heritage city in all of India. There was a big restoration project in 2017 with the help of some French architects, I believe, which is how this place got its name, the French Haveli, and let's go take a look. So it's centered around this like big open area, which is just gorgeous. There's this traditional swing that has a name that I've already forgotten here in the middle. And then there's 4 rooms. I don't even know where they all are, but it's scattered around here. And Hayes is just preoccupied. He's figured out that Bansi, who kind of runs the place, is extremely lovely and will give him biscuits on demand whenever he asks. But my favorite thing about this property is where we gather here for breakfast, and we've gotten to have breakfast with other guests in the hotel, which is something we've been craving for a while. We love to hear like why people are traveling in India, particularly Gujarat, because we've never been here. And so that's been really lovely too. So yeah, highly recommend this place if you're in Ahmedabad. Book fast because there's only 4 rooms and it's gotta be one of the coolest places to stay here. And on that note, I gotta go get ready for this wedding.
Daddy, Mommy, come down here! Abdullah!
It's the afternoon. We're slowly making our way towards the wedding. This is always like how I like to prepare before a wedding. But we're with our friend ASIM.
Hi.
And a little bit about ASIM is he is the goat man. He's got like 500,000 subscribers here on YouTube. He has been showcasing goats for like 4 years, and then when Corona hit, they weren't allowed to have goat markets and they had to buy goats online, so he was traveling around the country filming people's goats and sharing the prices, and I barely understand it, but it's very cool. Anyway, we've been friends with him for about 10 years and he's in Ahmedabad for this wedding, but also showing us some of the sights in Ahmedabad, starting with his friend's goat farm.
So Mohsin bhai is making like big goats here. You will see self-feeding goats of around 150 kgs.
Told you, this was a goat channel now. Look at the size of this goat! Ooh, that's like a cow-sized goat. Look at the size of this goat.
Hey, Steph the scale.
Apparently there's like 1,500 goats here, and before Eid, this is where everybody comes.
From Ahmedabad.
I'm honored. Across Ahmedabad. Never in my life. I don't think I knew goats could be this big.
I didn't realize they're this big.
Normal goats are 37, 38.
Big and beautiful, I might add.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Like-
We're going for proof of weight now. I personally wasn't doubting anybody, but let's prove it.
So like, I'm 93. Wow, so 130. Man, that's a heavy goat. I think I'm heavy. 130.
Hazy's turn.
Oh.
Get up. Hazy, you weigh 18.
Huge goats. My good friend Gorwin, who is a farmer himself back in England, will be shocked. He doesn't watch these videos, but he'll be shocked to see me surrounded by so many goats.
More goats on the way. The suspense is building. Very quiet. When will they approach? Any minute now. They're coming! Where is it? Oh my God. Am I supposed to lead him or is he leading me?
Easy. Thank you for having us.
It's been nice pleasure. You are visiting my farm for the first time.
Yeah.
And I would like that you visit often regularly.
Yes, yes.
And I will do my best. Whichever, what can I do for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We appreciate it, yeah. No, thank you for having us.
So this has been KP Goat Farm. See you at the wedding.
Just arrived at the house of the bride's side of the family, and I mean, they're calling this lunch, but it's around like 4:30, so it's like a later lunch before, I guess, ceremony sort of begins. So we're just sat here, but what's so amazing is that we're catching up with all of ASIM's family, who I haven't seen for nearly 10 years. Stephanie saw maybe a little bit more recently, but I mean, all the kids are growing up, and it's pretty incredible, pretty emotional actually, because we now have a kid ourselves, so introducing him to family members is pretty special. So will people dress up for the wedding?
Yeah. I can show you an example. She's my cousin Tuba. So you can take a photo now, and just after 2 to 3 hours, when we'll go to the marriage hall, we'll take her photo again. They will look different. Normally I tell them during the marriage, like when they do the makeup, they all look like aliens. So I'll prove that today.
Quick update from me and Hayes. We're up on now somebody's rooftop, and we're about to fly kites. So yeah, Stephanie is down with the bride and all the other women. I think we have the slightly better end of the stick, getting to just relax on this rooftop and fly kites, and it's really cool. I'm not going to be able to pick it up well on this camera, but all of the other rooftops around here, there's tons of kids flying kites, so it's a really cool sight. But yeah, so awesome.
I haven't been filming much because I don't know, it feels so special to be allowed to do this, but we're just kind of like bopping from house to house. Such a big family, and I'm an only child and an only niece, so it's like hard for me to even grasp what is happening. But everybody's just hanging out before the wedding, and I just got my mendi, and it looks beautiful. And there's snacks, and there's coffee, and there's tea, and everyone's wearing beautiful clothes right now, but I hear they're about to get even more beautiful. And it's just really, really special. If I talk about it too much more, I'll like probably start crying.
Hayes was getting a bit overwhelmed by the amount of people and interest in him. But now that we're in the comfort of the home and it's more like ASIM's media family, it's a lot more calm and having a great time.
I had a full makeover upstairs. Okay. Hayes told me he didn't like my pink face. More behind the scenes. We're now at the hotel where the Mumbai Brigade is staying, which we are technically a part of. So that's who we know. And here's the groom. Congratulations!
Congratulations, yeah, good. I don't know how we've ended up walking right behind the groom. I'm also in a lot of his pictures now as well.
Woo!
Huh?
I'm not used to
Stephanie, you're glowing. Is that Mendy turning dark yet or no?
He keeps asking me if my henna is turning dark because I think there's like a belief that the darker it is, the better, because it means that your husband takes care of you and you don't have to do a lot of physical labor that would wear off the henna.
Wait, it's definitely getting darker. It's getting darker.
I mean, I'll be the first to admit that my henna would be very dark. He is a domestic kind of guy. Are you the best man?
Steady.
Update, we've now been ushered into a car with the groom. We explained that we did not need to be in the car with the groom, but here we are.
Organized chaos, and I'm here for it.
The other people are going first there, just to show their strength, and then he will enter.
Coming in, we're coming in.
I think he was explaining that it's like oh my god, I'm still not used to what I look like. I think he was explaining that it's a Muslim tradition to not see the groom before the contract is signed, so the friends and family are putting flowers all over his face. So beautiful.
Before we have seen Tuba, we have met Tuba and Aisha also. And now you can see them. So that's the before and after.
I just went to see the bride who is having like a similar ceremony to the groom, just kind of immediately behind the stage in a smaller, more private room. But we went only briefly because it's quite emotional in there. I think a lot of nerves. Things are like crowded back here too. I really don't know much about what's going on.
Subscribe now channel.
The first time they'll see each other tonight is on the overnight train.
Yeah.
Something I don't think I've said yet is that the groom's from Mumbai. Did I say this?
I don't think no, yeah.
The groom is from... Okay, the groom is from Mumbai, the bride is from Ahmedabad, and the groom is responsible for all of the Mumbai guests, so he's paid for 150 people to travel here by train. And so if they lived here, they would see each other at the end of the ceremony, and they would at the home. But now, the first time they'll see each other after their wedding, marriage, is on the 8-hour train to Mumbai that leaves at 1 a.m.
Different seats.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
The other thing I did actually know about Indian weddings, but then I forgot, is that like the dancing and the celebratory parts are like before with the mendi and whatever, and after whatever. That's not happening tonight, so I falsely promised Hayes dancing, but it's definitely not happening. What's happened now is the imam has been to the groom, then he went to the bride, both said yes, so now he's come back to the groom and said, essentially, I think you're married. Yeah? Is that right? Yeah. And that's what he's telling them up on the stage now. So like, I guess their version of like, you can kiss the bride. It's like, you're married now, but your bride is, you know, just behind there in that building. That's so interesting. Good shot.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Can you sit next on the train or not?
We will see like how we can.
I don't think so. It's possible.
It looks like we're following a couple of men into a dark alley. In fact, we are walking to our Haveli. And these are ASIM's friends who insisted on following us home from the venue, which was about a 20-minute drive, to bring us, I think, some sweets. It's 10:30 at night, and they just insisted that we have the sweet. I've said this before, but the hospitality and warmness in India is the best in the world, bar none.
Great to meet you.
Your coach number.
He's literally asking our train number to try to deliver us breakfast for our train ride tomorrow. Like, it's a level of thoughtfulness that would like not even cross my mind. Oh, what time is it? It's 10:42. We met ASIM at 2 o'clock. So it's almost 9 hours of wedding festivities with like a little goat farm thrown in. I am beat. That was incredibly special and wonderful and amazing. But we leave Ahmedabad tomorrow. So that is the end of this video. We appreciate you watching. If you like to give it a thumbs up, please subscribe below because we're going to a new place. But right now, I think it's gonna take me about 20 minutes to wash this makeup off my face. Bye.